just this morning, actually, I put Heung-min in my fantasy team. I'm just cheering myself up with Sonny's goal. Yeah, great goal. Goal of the season. 안녕하세요. 저는 아름입니다. 영국 사람이에요. Today I'm going to talk about Heung-min goals, top 3 of recent times. Heung-min is very popular in Britain. Obviously more popular with Tottenham fans, less popular with Arsenal and Chelsea due to their rivalry. But I think to the spectator, people that like football in general, he's popular just due to his play. Yeah, exciting. I think just more recently he's become more popular. I think this season and last season there was sort of like a level change in his play. Become a lot more attacking, a lot more explosive, which like sort of brought the limelight onto him a bit more. He became a bit more well known, his play, his attacking style, his goals, finishing. Just recently he's become more popular, more well known. His dribbling's very good, as you've probably seen from one of his recent goals. But personally I think his work rate is very good. I think I was watching a match recently and the commentator was saying he's kind of greedy in a good way. He's like so popular, like everybody loves him. Like you speak to the players, like everybody loves Sonny. He sort of has that desire to want to create something, and he usually does. His acceleration is very good. Again, he just has like a really high level of fitness. He has that explosive. I'm excited to see these top 3 goals. I've probably seen them already. Excited to watch them again. So this is the Champions League.
Keeps his balance nicely. Dele Alli through to
Dele Alli.
Son's chance.
Good feet, great
Son's
finish.
goal. That's a big one. Significant for Son too. He's really been feeling it since that challenge on Andre Gomes on Sunday afternoon. An horrific injury for the Everton and Portugal midfielder. No blame to Son, but he was so affected by it. You could see it in his mild celebration there. He's almost asking for forgiveness. Doesn't need to do that. Just needs to score goals.
A recent Champions League one, and it was more about the celebration, sort of apologising, because the week before he was involved in an injury which I think he dislocated Gomez's ankle. Son got a red card for that, which was later rescinded, so that red card doesn't stand anymore. I watched the highlights of that game and you could just see, yeah, it was a horrible injury, but that was necessarily intentional on his part. Sort of an action that he did that sort of went on to create something else, which is why the red card was taken away from him. So you can see the celebration there is sort of apologising. Commentators also mentioning that it's not necessarily his fault, but you could see very emotional for him, very apologetic.
Once more, the ball has come here to Son.
Okay.
Well, it's a goal from nothing. And Heung-min has put Tottenham in front at the end of what has been a difficult week for him.
Well, for what he's been through, Tony, everybody says what a lovely person he is and a real good footballer he is as well. He deserves this goal. But Spurs, they've certainly scored against the run of play and had a good bit of fortune here as it bounced through. There's a slight deflection which takes it through the legs of Henderson. Seems to have it covered. There's a slight deflection and it just...
So that was the recent goal against Sheffield United. I've done very well. Like their defense is really great, but I think that time there was a mistake at the back. Son managed to take advantage of. You're looking for opportunities, and I think as Son's games become more and more attacking, he seems to find himself more and more in those strikers' positions to get the tap-ins as well. And again, you can hear the commentator referencing the incident with the injury, about how it's been an emotional week for him, and that you just hear stories about how popular he is. Everyone says he's a really nice person. So it's nice to be in Korea and have that sort of icon in the Premier League as well.
On a mission to go alone. This is sensational. World class. Absolutely stunning from the Asian Footballer of the Year.
Any better individual goals than that this season. What a goal. What a guy he is. What a well-liked guy he is. Both from what a run. What a player. Wonderful, wonderful goal. A joy to watch. It's like that in a game. And there's not many players who can run with the ball like that. The crowd just simply didn't know what to do. Okay, they celebrated the goal.
The thing about living in Korea is that the games are at a time which is really late. So I didn't stay up to watch this one. But when I woke up in the morning, I was getting messages about saying goal of the season. So I watched the highlights and definitely got goosebumps in the 90s where he just kept running. You just thought he was going to get taken down or someone was going to stop him, but just cutting through everybody. Great finish. And yeah, I think a lot of people already saying goal of the season. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I think I messaged my Korean friend the same day. He's a Man City fan and they lost. I was like, oh, how do you feel about that? It's like, I'm just cheering myself up with Sonny's goal. Yeah, great goal of the season. Since Son took his more attacking role in the game and his ability level seems to have just shot through the roof. He's just had a lot of great performances, a lot of great assists and a lot of great goals. You see his work rate is very amazing, but I think if you just look at that most recent goal, it's clearly just one of great individual talent. He starts off just on the edge of his own box, in and out of people. Great finish, great fitness, great acceleration. Goal of the season, it's my goal of the season too. He is world class. Pochettino, he just did such a good job. Almost he did too much of a good job, which worked against him. He took Tottenham to the top 4 season after season. He wasn't spending that much money. I think he had a lot of restrictions on transfers. And then just this season, there was just a dip in form. Sometimes you just need a change. Mourinho coming in has done that. You can see already, Ali's got a more forward role, more attacking role. A few other noticeable people, I think Dyer's come back into the team a bit more prominently. And sometimes a new manager just gives a new boost, a new energy, a new way of thinking. And since then, yeah, it's been a great turnaround of form, a lot of goals. Still, I think could be a bit tighter at the back, but arrival of Mourinho, which usually inspires a lot of people, seems to have done that at Tottenham. So there's comments about Sonaldo, so I can see why Mourinho was there at the time. He would be reminded of that because it's a very similar goal. And also the comment about Heung-min's dedication and work ethic, after meeting his parents, then yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Again, in other videos, we talked about sort of the dedication and work ethic of Korean people. It's not surprising that it's sort of evident in Korean athletes. Park Ji-sung was also at the game. Again, he's such a team player, the engine. And you can see the same as for Son Heung-min, the way that his athleticism and teamwork and work rate is going to be beneficial for Tottenham and Mourinho. So he's a great asset to have. Just this morning, actually, I put Son Heung-min in my fantasy team. So today I watched and commented on the most recent 3 goals from Son Heung-min in the English Premier League. Great player, great skill. Goal of the season? Probably. So if you like this video, you can comment, subscribe and like. I will see you next time. Son Heung-min, fighting!